Blite Nation.
And Vito and Liz are coming back at you again.
Okay, so in this video, this is not a music reaction. This is a discussion.
Yeah, this is a discussion.
We're using...
Welcome back to Sunday Discussions, everyone.
Yes.
On not a Sunday.
So, this is technically on the Yes Network on YouTube. Mm-hmm. This will probably get for
This is gonna be throttled.
So we'll try to get it up on our YouTube page. If not, go.
All right. First and foremost, full disclosure: I hate Kyrie Irving. I don't like
the way the man moves.
I don't like him as a person. Phenomenal basketball player, great talent.
I don't like the way
I don't like the way he moves. I don't really like the way he talks about things. I don't really understand the way he goes about things.
Yeah, he moves weird to me.
With all that being said, 100% agree with him on this. 100% agree with him here.
I've had different prerequisites in areas of where I agree with him.
Prerequisite. Ian and I had a mini conversation about this before, and then we decided, fuck it, let's make a video.
Yeah, me and Vito just said, okay, let's just put this in a video. Conversation's good enough.
I was like, oh, okay, whatever.
But so let's hear what he has to say, and we'll get what you guys feel about it after.
And it's a title given to Christ, Philippians 2:11. And my name translates in the Hebrew language as Yahweh. So I went on to Amazon Prime. I was like, you know what, let me see if there are any documentaries on Yahweh. So went in the search bar, typed in Yahweh. That came up. Went out and shared it on my platform. That was my night.
See?
In terms of the backlash.
Went out, he found out what his name was translated to, went up, looked it up, and saw if there was any documentaries, found something, and said, oh, hey, this is cool. Posted it on his platform.
Okay. All right.
Just because you found something doesn't mean, and you want to share something, but this is cool. I might check this out and watch it. What do you guys think? Doesn't mean you're standing behind promoting it. Promoting something is like, this is a Samsung phone. This thing is cool. I stand by this 100%. You guys should go out and buy this. Definitely purchase this and get this phone. This is the one you want.
I mean, I guess what we do on the channel is kind of
we're promoting music.
We're promoting music.
Yes. Our whole thing is based off of promoting things. Hey, we saw this. You guys should check this out. That's what we're doing. We're promoting.
We even say, I hope you enjoy this.
Exactly.
Okay.
But even our channel, if we were posting through something on Twitter and you came across a documentary about Eminem, hey guys, this is cool. You should check this out. You're not promoting it. You're just saying, hey, look what I found. Because it's not something that we watched. It's not something that they're paying us to go do. It's not something that we reacted to yet.
Right.
If it's something that we personally have done on the channel and reacted to, yes, you'd be promoting it. Go check out what we did. So, you want us to go see us.
So pretty much when somebody's promoting something, they gain something out of it.
Exactly.
Like there's some channels that I watch they promote HelloFresh.
Mm-hmm. Or as you guys all see on YouTube, the Raid Shadow Legend videos that everybody has to talk about. No, we're not a sponsor. They're not sponsoring us. I don't have that. But the videos where everyone goes into it.
Okay.
Or the Manscaped when they talk about that is when they're promoting it.
Okay.
But I attribute it to as if he's having a conversation. If you have a group of friends and you find something on your phone, hey guys, look what I just saw.
Yeah. You're just being normal. You just
interacting
with other people.
Kyrie wasn't saying this is, I believe 100% this movie. This is what everybody should believe, and you all need to go watch this now. That's not what he did.
All right,
That was my night. In terms of the backlash or what people call it, we're in 2022. History is not supposed to be hidden from anybody. And I'm not a divisive person when it comes to religion.
I can agree with that.
100% agree with that.
100%.
History is not supposed to be hidden. I can agree with
honestly, that. Honestly, whether it's hurtful history, whether you agree with it, whether it angers you and pisses you off, history is history.
And it's very important for us.
I can agree with that.
For this generation to know what happened back then.
I can agree with that.
And to see the growth from it.
Hell, I'm sure a Nazi hates watching a documentary on the Holocaust. Guess what?
Can't do shit about it.
Exactly. Holocaust happened.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay.
Religion. I embrace all walks of life. You see it on all my platforms. I talk to all races, all cultures, all religions. And my response would be, it's not about educating yourself on what Semitism is and what anti-Semitism is. It's really about learning the root words of where these come from and understanding that this is an African heritage that is also...
So then you're educating yourself.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. To find out what the root words are, not just going off of what somebody tells you just because, oh, that's anti-Semitism because of what was said in there. Why can't somebody see it for themselves and decide if they think it is anti-Semitism just because somebody says it was?
Okay.
So, belonging to the people. Africa is in it, whether we want to dismiss it or not. So the claims of anti-Semitism and who are the original chosen people of God, and we go into these religious conversations and it's a big no-no. I don't live my way like that. I don't live my life that way. Excuse me. I grew up in a melting pot, and I say a melting pot of all races, white.
That's what he said.
Okay.
Just because you may not agree with it or like the conversation, why can't you have the conversation? Even if it is anti-Semitic. Just because you don't like it, when you get into... Because honestly, when you get into the history of religions, a lot of those wars were religions going against each other.
Okay.
There were the bloody wars that were fought over Jerusalem. How come is it every time we get into these religious discussions is when things start flipping out? When you start talking about religion or you start talking about the people in power, all of a sudden, big no-nos. You can't have those conversations. Again, even if somebody's being racist, bigoted, anti-Semitic, if they are, they should be allowed to say it, so that way I can be allowed to call it out.
That way we know what's out there. You know?
Okay.
We gotta know what kind of craziness is out there.
You can't hide from the ugliness in the world. You can't ban the ugliness out of the world.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
Black, red, yellow, Jewish, Christian, Muslim, and you can see the way I live my life now. I'm not here to be divisive, so they could push their agenda. I don't want to say they, because I'm not identifying any one group or race of people, but I'm in a unique position to have a level of influence on my community. And what I post does not mean that I support everything that's being said
or
everything that's being done, or I'm campaigning for anything.
See that right there? We can go back and replay it again, where he said, even though I know I have a bigger platform, just because I say something doesn't mean I'm promoting it. He's pretty much saying, he's using a lot, he's acting like he's the most intelligent person in the room. He does this thing a lot.
And I think...
That's why a lot of people don't like him.
I think that it's what's throwing the shit on him.
Yes. That's exactly what's...
I think that's what it is.
But honestly, this has actually been the most clearest he's come across.
Like right here. Because when I was watching the ESPN, I was watching all this shit. I'm blah, 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 blah. Now, before, I was like, okay, he posted some anti-Semitic shit. Okay? He's promoting a thing. He talked about this documentary he watched on Amazon, so he put that on his post. So I'm thinking, all right, is that... If you post that on your social media, are you promoting? Because I'm thinking like, what I look at?
Well, let me ask you the same thing, because he asked the reporter the same question. It's on Amazon's platform right now. Are they promoting it? It's there for everybody to go watch publicly. How come Amazon's not being attacked for having it on their platform?
True, because then that's not promoting it. That's just
a video that's there to watch.
It's. Mm-hmm.
Does Amazon promote anti-Semitism?
It's a distributor.
Exactly.
Okay.
So just because he distributes content for you to see doesn't mean that he stands by what's in the content.
Okay.
All I do is post things for my people.
Go back again real quick. So he can say that sentence again.
One group or race of people. But I'm in a unique position to have a level of influence on my community. And what I post does not mean that...
Where he said, I'm in a unique position to have a level of influence over the community. Because, yes, a lot of young men, black, white, Spanish, look up to you. They look up to him because of how good of a basketball player he is.
That's true.
He is a role model for a lot of young men in this country.
That's true. Okay.
So yes, he is in a unique position, and he understands that he's in a unique position.
Okay.
So he was posting it like he was posting it for, like just like a regular person will post something for their friends to see.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, check this out. This is something that I found, kind of thing.
He's posting something. Go educate yourself on this.
But
make your own decision about this.
But since he's big, then they just want to like freaking destroy him or something. I don't know. Yeah. They just want to like do something.
Oh, a lot of people do just want to tear him down and destroy him.
There you go.
But see, by that logic though, that would mean every single time a famous person posts or says about any little thing, they're promoting it automatically.
It's like nitpicking at
Yep.
Okay.
That's like saying like Tom Brady threw a football today. Oh, I'm promoting footballs.
Okay.
He's just showing off he can throw a football.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean he's promoting go get a football.
Versus a regular person saying that they're
you see what I mean?
Like
Tom Brady's not telling you to go get a football. He's showing you he can throw a football.
This is a regular person. He's just another human being that's trying to live a regular life. But it in a way it's kind of hard because he's up there and that's just the spotlight is on him all the time.
That's because he's a championship athlete. He's one of the greatest players in the league.
Sometimes it is kind of hard just to try to be a regular person, but look what happens when he's trying to be just a regular normal person, where he's posting something. You know? That's what happens.
I support everything that's being said or everything that's being done, or I'm campaigning for anything. All I do is post things for my people in my community and those that it's actually going to impact. Anybody else that has criticism, it obviously wasn't meant for them.
You see that right there, what he said?
Hopefully I'm understanding.
He posted something for the people that follow him and that want to see stuff that he's engaged in because it's his community. When you're on Twitter, it's your following that you're posting stuff for. Just because other people that aren't following you see it and they don't like it and criticize.
Okay.
I didn't post it for you to look at anyway. I don't care what you think about it.
Okay. All right. I'm
because again,
going back
to our own thing for our channel, stuff that we post on our Twitter feed. It's for our community. It's what we want our community to say. Yes, we want our community to grow. And people who like what we post will come into our community. People that don't will keep it stepping. It's the same thing with Kyrie. People that want to be in his community are in his community. Even the people that want to attack him are in his community.
It's a lot to process.
It is.
And I want to make sure I get it right because I don't want to misquote any part of it.
I don't expect understanding from a media conglomerate group that sincerely talks about the game of basketball, and then we bring up religion as if it's correlative at times when it's convenient for people to bring it up. So please just be direct with your question so we can move on from this and I can talk about the game and go home to my son, Elohim, and my wife, Marlene, okay?
When the fuck was Kyrie married?
Huh?
When the fuck did Kyrie get married? I didn't even know this guy I didn't know he had... I knew that's way off. I was just, wow, I didn't even know the guy was married and had a kid. Damn.
He protects him for a reason.
Fair enough. Wow. Okay, wow. Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough to that. Yeah, wow.
I take it that this was, what you shared was not something that you've even watched. This was, you did watch it, or either watch it or read it.
I had a lot of time last year to read a lot. Read a whole bunch. Good and bad about the truth of our world.
So then do you, I guess, understand or not understand those that might imply that that work had anti-Semitic leanings in it? I only ask this because the tweet is still up there, so we're
in 2022. It's on Amazon, a public platform. Whether you want to go watch it or not is up to you. There's things being posted every day. I am no different than the next human being, so don't treat me any different. You guys come in here and make up this powerful influence I have over top of the adultery of, oh, you cannot post that. Why not? Why not?
It's because he swore.
I don't hear uproar on that.
It's because he swore. Yeah.
I'm not here to be divisive on what's going on this or that. I'm not comparing Jews to blacks. I'm not comparing white to black. I'm not doing that. That conversation is dismissive And it constantly revolves around the rhetoric of who are the chosen people of God. And I'm not here to argue over a person or a culture or religion on what they believe. No, this is what is here. It's on a public platform. Did I do anything illegal? Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Did I do anything illegal? Did I hurt anybody? Did I harm anybody? Am I going out and saying that I hate one specific group of people?
See right there.
Out of all the judgment that...
Is he wrong? He hasn't said a single thing that I disagree with, unfortunately. I can't believe I have to sit here and defend myself.
But like, if for me and Vito, I understand what Vito doesn't like. I don't like Kyrie Irving for the same reason. The way he handled Boston pissed me the fuck off.
Oh yeah,
but listen,
and the way he carries himself,
it pisses me the fuck off.
You're being non-biased right now.
Yeah,
100%.
It's a good thing. That's how people should be.
The fact that I can't stand this dude and I'm still sitting here defending him.
I'm willing to understand what he's saying, even though I don't like him.
Exactly, and you're willing to change your entire outlook on what you first thought of it when you saw it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
By sitting here and actually seeing what he's saying now.
Okay.
Exactly.
I'm.
When you break it down and actually see the way, there's nothing wrong with what he did. He just got suspended 5 games for nothing.
The part that I'll say, I see why he got the suspension.
Why? What did he have to apologize for? He said it throughout the entire thing.
No, that's not why I think he got the suspension. I think when he got asked the question, if he had any, do you have any anti-Semitic beliefs?
Mm-hmm.
He danced around the question. He didn't answer it. And I think by him not answering yes or no, that's what got him the damn suspension. Because you got to remember, Adam Silver's Jewish.
Yeah, I understand that.
You work for a Jewish guy.
But still, a non-answer shouldn't be a suspension.
I get what you... But I think that's what got the suspension.
And honestly, still, even if he did have those views, what law did he break? What NBA rule did he break?
Because...
My point. What did he actually do to break a law that cost him his money?
But I don't think the NBA suspended him. I think the Nets organization suspended him.
The Nets did.
Because the owner tried to reach out to Kyrie to handle the situation. Because put it in business terms, the optics of this was it fucked up things.
Oh, it definitely did.
It screwed things up.
But why should Kyrie go out of his way to make optics better for him?
And I get what you're saying, but I think what also added to it is the owner of the Nets tried to reach out to Kyrie Irving, and Kyrie Irving ignored him. It's like, dude, that's your boss. You can't just tell your boss to fuck off.
That's why he got suspended.
That's why I think he got...
It's not what he got for that.
Okay.
Like, his boss was trying to call him and text him to have a civil conversation.
Now that is suspendable.
And he just freaking ignored him.
Because you're still your employer.
The dude's paying you millions of dollars to play ball.
Right.
You could have shown him the common courtesy to respond to your boss.
But see, that's why he got suspended, but they're trying to make it he got suspended for this when this isn't why he got suspended.
And
you see the difference?
I see the difference. And that's why I'm saying I can defend this, but it's like, dude, your words your words don't always match with the actions.
But you still have to respond to your employer.
Yeah, that's your boss. It'd be one thing if you were the owner. Like if you were like the minority owner.
If he was the owner of the team, completely different.
Like you're under contract.
Yes, that is why. I agree with.
You owed him a fucking response.
That I agree with. But even his response could have been like, whatever the hell he wanted. It could have been. It could have been like, no, man, anti-Semitic. I'm telling you, man, I'm not answering these people because no matter what I say, they're gonna spin it in the media.
It's kind of like if I wasn't like co-hosting on this, and this was just run by Vito and Liz, and they like hired me to like do something. If they're trying to get in like legally contract-wise, say we all set up, yada yada yada. If they're trying to get in contact with me and I'm just ignoring them, they have the right to put a consequence on me.
We'd be like, dude, don't even bother showing up next week.
Exactly.
Right.
So I think the owner pretty much said, "Fuck it. If you're gonna act like a piece of shit."
See, that I understand.
Yeah, because that's just unprofessional.
That is.
Right.
That is a suspendable offense.
Like that, I think that's why he got suspended.
Because it'd be the same thing of going into your boss and pretty much knocking over his pens on his
exactly.
On his desk.
Like if you're gonna act like an ass, you're gonna get there's a consequence.
You're gonna be
for your
treated like an
behavior.
ass.
Exactly.
But he should not have been suspended for these comments. That's what I'm getting at.
Not this.
Not this.
Not this.
This press conference.
This I can.
But see, the media's trying to spin it like he got suspended for this.
This I can get along with this.
That's all I'm getting at.
The problem that I think Kyrie Irving doesn't understand, like, dude, if you act like you're the smartest person in the room,
you're in the wrong room.
It makes people not want to fucking talk to you.
See, he's got but LeBron's got the same problem too.
Kyrie's. I'm not saying he's.
No, he's a very intelligent man.
He is. I'm not saying he's like a bad person. You act like a fucking asshole sometimes.
Just don't be cocky.
You mix arrogance with intelligence.
Yeah,
and they're two different damn things.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you're smart doesn't mean you have to constantly tell people, "Oh, I educate myself." It makes it seem like you think you're above other people.
Exactly, and that's the way he says things rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah, it's the way. Like when people say, "Oh, you have free speech," I 100% agree with free speech. Mm-hmm. But the way you present your free speech matters.
Yes,
it does matter. The way you your body behavior and the way you present yourself, it can determine whether a person wants to buy what you. But see,
even this, he should be allowed to come out and talk like this.
Yeah,
just like we're allowed to be like he's condescending in a dick.
Yeah, he's even in this, I agree with what you're saying, but you're still being a condescending ass about it.
Yes, exactly.
People got from me posting, I just without talking to me, and then I respect what Joe said. But there has a lot to do with the not ego or pride of how proud I am to be an African heritage, but also to be living as a free black man here in America, knowing the historical complexities for me to get here. So
and I can agree with that.
I'm not going to stand
I
down.
can agree with that.
Yep.
I 100% agree with what he just said on that.
On anything that I believe
and
in.
the history of how he became a free black man should be taught.
Yes.
Truthfully.
Yes. I fully agree with that. I have no issues with what Kyrie just said right there.
If honestly, if actually if it was taught in this country properly, he wouldn't have had to go search for it the year he was suspended about everything that was going on and the history of Black America.
I don't understand why that's just teach people the freaking truth about shit.
That's the sad part, that he actually he had to do all the research himself. That should be part of this history, even though it's an ugly part. It should still be taught.
It should be, yeah, and especially honestly, kids should be taught about slavery.
Yes.
They should.
Because it still goes on in the world today.
If you're I can understand not wanting to teach it to a second grader. Okay? They're in second grade.
Honestly, by teaching the fact about how this country, where it came from, and where it is now, shows how better we are than the rest of the world.
Yes. Because a kid at second grade is not going to understand.
No, they're not.
When they get in middle school, teach them the fucking history.
Right around 6th
grade.
Kids
know what racism is in middle school.
Yep.
They know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the way kids are on the internet now, they know what the fuck racism is.
Yeah.
And if you're going to teach them bullshit, there's a 12-year-old is smart enough to go on Google and search some shit. They are smart enough to do it.
Yep.
It's scary for that thought. That
so just teach them the fucking...
They're going the internet and they just could
the rabbit holes that you could go down.
Yeah,
discover shit that they should not be discovering in their age, you know?
Do I want my if I had a kid, do I want my 4-year-old learning about slavery? Maybe not at 4.
No. Probably not.
But at 13,
but if they ask questions, you could explain.
Yeah, but at 13, teach it to them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Stronger because I'm not alone. I have a whole army around me.
Kyrie, while we're on the topic of promotion.
See that shit, I have a whole army around. Dude.
He's talking about his following. And
bro, you acting like you fucking Martin Luther King, dude.
Right.
Chill the fuck out.
He's acting like he's this great civil rights leader.
You're not, dude, you're a basketball player.
Exactly.
Okay, stop acting like you're fucking Martin Luther King or Malcolm X.
You're a phenomenal basketball player.
Calm the fuck, that. It's shit like that. It's dude, you're not leading a movement right now.
Exactly.
Calm down.
Well, no, I know.
And he'd be the wrong guy to lead a movement.
He's saying his fans.
Right.
You know,
I get it.
I think that boosts him up.
It makes him feel better.
Makes him proud.
It does.
You know?
But it's dude.
It's just he's bringing it out.
You acting like you fucking marched at Selma. Calm it down.
Why did you decide?
He even looks arrogant. It's his behavior.
Well, he's pissed at the reporter right now.
Which I get.
The guy's being the reporter's being an ass, and he's already annoyed and frustrated.
But the thing was I have a movement, dude. No, you don't.
No, you don't.
You don't have no damn movement.
That's the problem. He's in an echo chamber where he thinks he's
Like, you think you're you think you're a civil rights leader right now. You're really not. You're a basketball player who posted some shit on his Instagram. That's what you did.
Yep.
First of all, to be a civil rights leader,
Bro.
you will have to learn your history.
Yes.
I mean, every inch of it. You will have to learn it.
And I already know I'm going to get some people are going to say, oh, look, it's another black dude tearing him down. But I'm not tearing him down.
No.
I support what he's saying. It's way he moves.
It's the way he moves. It's the way he carries himself.
Like, the way you carry yourself matters.
He carries himself like he's better than everybody.
Exactly.
I had to promote something that Alex Jones said.
Oh.
This isn't
That was
ridiculous.
a few weeks ago.
See, this is stupid.
Alex Jones.
I'm with free speech. I don't know if I would associate myself with Alex Jones.
Dude, he posted something that he posted in the 90s. Just because he says something that Alex Jones posted in the 90s doesn't mean he stands with Sandy Hook and anything that he said about it.
Yeah.
He posted he posted something that Alex Jones was correct about.
It's just like, this is a perfect example. Like right now, how the way you don't like him.
Yeah.
But you 100% agree in what he's saying.
Yeah.
And then if you suppose that, it's because you agree on what he's saying. So he did the same thing with Alex Jones.
Alex Jones was completely wrong about the Sandy Hook situation, and he apologized for it. Technically, that was only 25 minutes of tape that they tried to say he built his whole career on, and no, he didn't. He didn't build his career on Sandy Hook. The media wants you to think Alex Jones built his career on that. No, he didn't. Through the entire trial, they can only find 25 minutes of tape on anything that he spoke on it. How do you build a career on 25 minutes of tape? When you already had a career before that even happened.
Okay.
And now Kyrie posted, I believe it's something that he posted that Alex Jones said something in the 90s, and he retweeted something that he said in the 90s that Alex Jones was correct about.
Okay,
And
so
the reporter is trying to associate him as promoting Alex Jones as saying that he agrees the Sandy Hook didn't happen. That's why he goes and says what he's about to say.
Something that Alex Jones said.
That was a few weeks ago. I do not stand with Alex Jones' position, narrative, court case that he had with Sandy Hook, or any of the kids that felt like they had to relive trauma, or parents that had to relive trauma, or to be dismissive to all the lives that were lost during that tragic event. My post was a post from Alex Jones that he did in the early 90s or late 90s about secret societies in America of occults, and it's true. So I wasn't identifying with anything of being a campaignist for Alex Jones or anything. I was just there to post. And it's funny, and it's actually hilarious, because out of all the things I posted that day, that was the one post that everyone chose to see. It just goes back to the way our world is and works. I'm not here to complain about it. I just exist.
Right. How come it's the one thing he posted about Alex Jones is the one that went flipping up, when it was a post from the 90s that Jones was correct about?
So does that mean that he posted something else from Alex Jones before?
No, he's talking about all the stuff. He was posting a bunch of different stuff that day, but this is the one that they zoned in on.
Okay.
Because it fits the media's narrative to attack a person that they're trying to cancel.
Okay.
Which is, again, why is it the fact that just because he posted something that Alex Jones said about, which happened to be 100% true, why does that automatically mean you stand behind everything that the man's ever said? Just because you agree with a statement doesn't mean you automatically agree with every statement they've ever said.
Just like it goes back to the example of what I gave with you and him.
Like Ian, if you sit there and look at the microphone and say, that's a microphone, yeah, I agree with you. That doesn't mean I agree with everything you've ever said in your life.
I like that's the most simplest way that we could put it.
Bro, I just had like a freaking like fast speed of like everything recorded. We ever done it. I was like, I was like, I've said a lot of shit, and Vito hasn't agreed on a lot of it. Yeah, like I've said a lot of shit.
We can agree and disagree on different things. Just because we agree on one thing doesn't mean we automatically stand behind everything that we've ever said.
Vito got me with that one. Vito got me with that one. Okay.
Again, Alex Jones made a horrific, terrible mistake, and it cost him dearly, and he apologized for it profusely. But that one thing shouldn't cancel out other things that he was correct about.
All right. Okay.
To follow up on the promotion of the movie and the book.
Can you please stop calling it a promotion? What am I promoting?
Put it out on your platform.
But I'm promoting it? Do you see me in front of the
putting it out there, people are going to say that you are
promoting. Yeah,
put
it out there just like you put things out there, right?
Yeah, but it's not.
You put things out there for a living, right?
Right, but my stuff is not.
So let's move on.
Filled with anti-Semitic
Let's
stuff.
move on. Don't dehumanize me up here.
I'm not doing that.
Another
You're
human
free
being.
to post.
I can post whatever I want. So say that and shut it down and move on to the next question.
But Kyrie, you have to understand that
I don't have to understand anything from you.
But it's not me.
Nothing.
Say that's why people don't fucking like you, dude.
But the reporter started. You have to. No, I don't have to understand a damn thing. He doesn't have to understand a damn thing. Just because he's in a position doesn't mean he has to use his position the way you want him to use it.
I agree with that.
That's what the reporter pissed him off already. That's why I got into it. I understand why you don't like what he's doing right there.
Yeah.
But the reporter was already being a dick to him, and that he's being right back. That's how that I agree. I don't like him normally when he does that either. But that right there was warranted, because if I was in that situation, I'd probably be in this point like, dude, you're a fucking dumbass.
It's like when Kyrie said, don't dehumanize. The man wasn't dehumanizing you. He asked you a fucking question.
Yeah.
Which is technically the guy's job to ask you a question.
I get that. But he started doing that because he was already irritated.
Yeah.
But yes, normally when he does stupid stuff like that, it gets annoying. It's like, dude, you're too much.
Yeah.
You're too much.
No people that you're making up, bro. Move on.
But by posting
Move
what
on.
you
Next
did,
question.
Anybody
Do you guys have any more questions for me?
And they're going to say,
you guys have any more
does he have
questions? Because this is going to be a clip.
beliefs?
This is going to be a clip that he's going to marvel at. Is this any more questions?
But you're not answering the question.
Oh, this is another answering your question. Oh my God, let's make another Instagram clip so we could be famous again. Next question.
Kyrie, basketball related.
We'll move on to that. He's got a point there.
Shit. Sorry, my bad.
He does have a point there, because the guy did make a clip, probably, and go, look what I just cornered him on. You didn't corner him on anything. The sad part is, for most of that, he's 100% right. The way he said it could have been way better.
It's like, dude.
But he was 100% right there.
All right. So this is where, like, because all week I've been confused about this. Now, I want to start by saying I have nothing against Jewish people.
No, I have nothing against Jewish people.
One of my best friends that I've known, one of my best friends that I've known since second grade. He's Jewish. Great guy.
I have people in my family that are Jewish.
Yeah, like I have nothing against I have nothing against Jewish people.
No,
I have nothing against people of any religion.
Race, religion,
race, religion, culture,
again,
whatever.
That's why we live in the melting pot.
Yeah, whatever. Like I'm, bro. The only thing I can hate somebody on is if you got a fucked up character. Yeah. Other than that, I don't give a shit.
Honestly, it's not even worth hating on that.
It's
not worth the energy. You can stay over there.
Yeah, just stay over there. I just don't want to.
You want to get a reaction from
I don't
me?
need you in my personal, in my
You attack my family and friends, now I got a problem with
yeah, exactly.
Now I got a problem.
Exactly. Do your dumb shit over there.
Exactly.
But I get why Kyrie got suspended. I get why Kyrie got suspended.
When you explain it that way, I understand why he got suspended.
Not
for the comments.
Now, personally, I think he got suspended because he thought he was trying to have a pissing contest with his boss. I think that's why he got suspended.
Which is stupid.
Like, dude, you're under contract. You're a subordinate to him. Yeah. Get over it. You can't just pick and choose when you want to talk to your boss. Exactly. If your boss says, we need to have a conversation, be a fucking man, go talk to your boss.
Yeah, you got to have a conversation with him.
Like, it's it. You're getting paid millions of dollars to be pretty much you're an entertainer.
Yeah.
That's you're an athlete and an entertainer. That's what it is.
Yes.
Okay? I'm not gonna. He got his right to his beliefs and all that crap. But bro, when you're under contract, stop acting like you're the smartest man in the room, because they can take your career from you in the snap of a fucking finger.
If they really wanted to,
if they wanted, your shit could be done.
The only reason they keep you around is because you're making them money.
Exactly. You're honestly.
The second you stop making the money,
you're gone.
You're gone.
You're gone. Or the second they see you as a liability to the organization, bye.
Yep.
Your career's done. Dude.
The second you cost them more money than you're making,
done.
You're done.
Be an asset, not a liability.
Exactly.
All right. If that means you get mad about if they don't like your positions on things, then don't share it. And I don't think that's essentially you freedom of speech wise. It's just when you're in the Nets facility, when you're in the arena, there's a certain professionalism you gotta have.
Well, you can say what you want, but you gotta take the consequences of what you're being said.
Exactly.
When you're in your place of business.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when people, I've seen a whole thing where people are saying, well, I have freedom of speech. Yeah, you do have freedom of speech, but you don't got freedom from fucking consequences.
No.
Everything you say and do has a consequence.
Right.
Whether it's small or big.
Mm-hmm.
That's just fucking life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, you can say the most positive thing, there's still a result from what you said.
Yeah.
Right.
You can say something that's negative, there's a result from what you said.
Any little thing, good or bad, there's a consequence.
There's a consequence for it.
Cause and effect, man.
There's
exactly. Cause and effect.
Yeah.
Now, the way Vito, the way you explained it, I can understand it more. Of why he saw something on Amazon Prime. Yep. If it's so bad, why is it on Prime?
Why is it on Amazon?
I can understand that. I can understand.
If it's something that's so bad and destructive and shouldn't be seen, why is it on a public platform for anybody to go see right now?
Personally, when Kyrie got asked the question, do you have any anti-Semitic views? You've already said here that you have nothing against anybody's race, religion, or anything. I think you should just fucking answer the question straight up. You were asked the direct question, do you have the anti-Semitic views? I personally, you probably didn't have the... I
understand why he dances around it too, because no matter what he says...
That's fair too.
He gets attacked.
Personally, I would have just said, no, I have nothing against Jewish people. And the shit probably would have just ended right there.
No, it wouldn't have.
You don't think so?
No, because then they would have went back and checked on any little thing he ever said. And
this
came up. Remember when you said this? Remember when you said this? So it didn't matter what he said in that. There would be somebody that would have been attacking him on any way. Obviously, if he said, yes, I'm anti-Semitic, they're really going to go after him. But
well, because when you're big like that, they're going to nitpick.
Yeah.
At any little thing.
So that's why you give them a non-answer.
Now,
because then you give them nothing to go look up.
I was people were reacting to this on social media, TikTok, Instagram, and everyone's like, "Oh, look at this! They're not trying to cancel. They're trying to cancel Kyrie. They're not trying to cancel him. The man was acting like an ass, especially towards his boss. That's why he's being dealt with.
But still, even that shouldn't have been a 5-game suspension. Not talking to your boss. All right, sit down for a night.
They suspended him because
exactly.
The length of it is because the optics.
There is zero reason that this man should be sitting down for 5 games.
That's a lot. 5 games.
There's guys that get into fights on the court and get 3 games.
He got suspended to 5 games without pay. He was having it, honestly. It's because he was trying to have a fucking ego competition with the boss. I think
that's what happens when you get to ego competition with the owner.
Yeah,
and the owner's like, who signs your check?
Like, dude, who pays you?
Who's signing the back of that check?
Exactly.
You're signing the back of the check. Guess who's signing the fucking front?
Yeah, like it was the whole like.
I understand why, but 5 games is ridiculous. Because they're suspending him for the comments, and that's ridiculous.
Now, the whole thing that I got with y'all people in platforms, we have a platform, okay? We're not major. We're what, 20?
Just shy of 20,000?
Yeah. Please, just because someone has a platform, please do not take what they say as gospel. No. Y'all gotta cut that shit out.
We put stuff out to start the conversation.
Like, y'all, this, I saw people saying, oh, Kanye's right, support. Bro, what he said is not in a fucking encyclopedia. Calm down.
No.
He's a basketball player.
Yep.
It's not like he's a doctor.
Wait, did you say Kanye?
Did I say Kanye?
You
You
did.
did say Kanye.
Kyrie, Kanye shit, sorry.
Because it's almost the same.
Almost the same shit.
Yeah, both
why.
Ks.
That's why.
But it's like, it was like the way people were like, oh, like, just, all he is a basketball player.
But again, with these comments right here, he's 100% right.
I agree,
Yeah.
I agree. What he said, I cannot disagree with.
But the way that the media is framing it and the way they are attacking him for the way he said it, they made it sound 10 times worse. They made it sound like he was actually...
You made it seem like the dude hated all Jewish people.
Exactly.
Jesus Christ. He's trying to live his life, man. He's trying to just be a regular person and post stuff. And then this shit happens.
Yes. And before you say it, Blite Media does not have anything against anybody Jewish. So don't even come up in here in the comments.
We have nothing against anybody, race, sex, religion, nothing.
Don't come up in here with that.
There's no reason of being against any race. Each race has the faults. Each race.
Well, hey, there's only one race, the human race.
Yes.
Oh, well, yeah, the human race.
There's only one race, the human race.
I wanted to use my platform to just say, like...
But you know what I mean.
I'm tired of the whole, like... for this whole week, everybody just been randomly hating Jewish people. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like... I even saw a person go, oh, the Jewish people own banks. Okay. Okay, what? Okay. As long as you can get your money in and out of it, what you bitching about?
Exactly.
Like what's wrong with a Jewish person owning a bank? Explain that to me.
Hey, if they're owning stuff, they're doing something right.
Especially back in early times.
Hey.
When people were starting to become specialized in things, just because that the Jewish people specialized in being good with money,
Now, here's the thing I will say. The Jewish community, the way I will completely understand why they stay within themselves. Mm-hmm. Look what the fuck happened to them.
Yeah.
Can you blame them for not being so openly and trusting with everybody?
And why they actually want to be paid and charged things and are good with money.
Exactly.
Because everything has a price.
I don't like the Jewish community staying within themselves.
Not a problem.
I get it.
Not a problem.
That 9 million Jewish people were slaughtered for no fucking reason.
They stayed in themselves, but still work with everyone.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. They were like, how would you feel if 9 million of your people, innocent men, women, and children, were killed for no reason? None. Because some little asshole didn't like them.
Well, that happened quite a few times.
Like,
can I ask when Mao did it to the Chinese people? What, 100 million dead?
It kills me how y'all get upset about the Jewish people, they stay together. Okay.
But yeah, the Holocaust was bad.
Look at the Holocaust.
I still can't believe people think that didn't happen.
I'll never understand that shit. Like, there's books on like, I'll never understand
How can anybody think the Holocaust didn't happen?
Like, you can believe, like, that's one thing I don't.
Don't they have something going on like that? Do they have something like that going on similar to that? In different countries?
Well, there was the Armenian genocide, which is the one that isn't talked about.
It
was a brief thing.
There's so many different genocides
throughout history
that have happened throughout history. So many innocent people have been killed and treated as pawns. And America's not the only fucking country with a dark past.
No, there's still things going on right now that was happening.
Everyone
then.
There's still slavery going on in Africa to this day.
There's still a country that women can't vote yet.
Now we're gonna get throttled just for me saying this, but it needs to be said.
That's what I heard.
I think one of the reasons why I about to say Kanye again, goddamn.
Kyrie.
Why Kyrie was talking about, I guess within the movie, it was talking about how Jewish people had like a stake in slavery. But if you look at the history, everybody had a fucking role in slavery. Okay? Mm-hmm. Within the United States, there were black people who owned other black people.
Yep.
Now, black people who always want to get mad about
and it wasn't just black people that were enslaved across the world.
That is true.
It's more than just black people that were enslaved.
That is true. Now, black people,
Spanish people.
Chinese.
Slavery was bad.
Irish.
Hell fucking yes. No one should ever have be enslaved for anything.
No.
But like to say like, oh, well, the white man did this, white man. You do like, please do some history. Like, yes, what was it wrong what black people went through in the development of America? 100% it was wrong. But if you would do some history, you would also realize our own people in Africa sold us off.
Mm-hmm. It was the black tribes that were going through the weaker tribes, capturing them and selling them.
So please understand, black people sold other black people off out of Africa. The white people didn't just come to Africa and steal. There were rich African tribes who saw the poor black people as useless. They sold them.
They saw them as a commodity. They saw them as a currency.
It is 2022. There's still freaking slavery in Africa, the place we call the motherland, which we try to have ties to. I never see black people get upset about how that's still happening.
But there is not a single slave in the America in 2022.
And that's not me condoning what happened to us. It's just like, be consistent with your energy. That's all I'm saying.
Don't be just mad. You're mad about something that happened 300 years ago.
Were there Jewish people who had slaves?
People are
probably
acting like this stuff is still going on
probably.
From back then. Like it's a continuation. No, we did a big progress. Yeah. It's a big change from back then to now.
Yeah, no one's saying America's a fucking utopia. We still got shit to fix, yo.
Of course we do.
That's just pisses me off.
Nothing. The beautiful thing is, it's never going to be perfect.
Bro, if America was a utopia, no one would be complaining about a damn thing.
Exactly.
There'd be no complaints at all. That's what a utopia is.
If this country was so racist and evil, why are people killing themselves to get here?
Thank you.
That's a good point.
If this country was so terrible,
crossing the border to come over here, thousands of people,
and this is why I'm thankful for
millions.
Millions, yes.
This is why I'm thankful for Rumble, because I know this shit ain't what I just said. This shit ain't gonna make it on YouTube.
No, it's gonna be throttled.
It's gonna be throttled. It's probably gonna be freaking blocked. So thank you, Rumble, because I know this will make it up there.
Yes.
Yep.
And it will be probably more views on it overall.
But damn. Just had to get off my chest for the week. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Thank you for letting,
No more pressure, man?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Release.
I was like, I'm going to use my platform to address bullshit.
See,
that's what
we're not afraid to talk about issues.
Like, damn.
Especially issues that pertain to us.
Yeah, that just was like, oh my God. But anyhow, just be thoughtful what you say. Be thoughtful of how you act. Because people may not always pay attention to what you say after a couple years, but they'll pay attention to the way you fucking moved and treated people. That's all I say.
They will.
It's easy to forget what people say, and it's hard to forget what they do.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. 100%.
But with that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed some meaningful conversation.
If you got something to say, put it down in the comments below.
Yeah. Yes. And YouTube,
join the conversation.
Got the freedom to do it.
YouTube, please understand. We don't have no hate or discrimination or prejudice for any other people.
We love all people.
Before when it's checking for content and shit, that's in there. No hate. I'll say it again. We do not discriminate. Blite Media is inclusive. There we go. But other than that, hope everyone enjoyed this conversation. Like, comment, subscribe, blow us up. You know where we at.
Thanks for stopping. Spend some time with us. Hit that notification bell and give us a share because it does help the channel out.
Please and thank you.
See you in the next one and stay real.
Later, y'all.
Later.
Bye.